Welcome to this week's Hymn of the Week. This week we have Glory to God 757. Today we all are called to be disciples. This text is by H. Ken Carmichael, and he is now a retired Presbyterian pastor from Duarte, California. He wrote this text for a stewardship campaign, and maybe some Presbyterians will remember seeing it on the back of their bulletins for 1986. The campaign was called Called to be Disciples. And what's interesting is I found a couple interesting things about the text. First of all, from 1962 to 1972, so for 10 years, Ken and his wife were consultants in communications to Middle East and Africa for the United Presbyterian Church USA. I think some of that insight from being those consultants in communications comes through in this text. So I would listen carefully and also as you sing it, maybe some other words may be of more interest to you or stick out a little more just because of that. The other thing is, of course, the theme of justice and, of course, stewardship. And so I've elected with my introduction to play the chimes to announce that day. Now, here's why I thought about that. When I say announce that day, the day of justice, or pray justice, that Ken alludes to in verse 3, but also there's the powerful text that goes with this tune, King's Fold. Now, King's Fold, of course, an English tune, very well known. It's in the 1906 English hymnal, the very famous hymnal by Ralph Vaughan Williams, right? He heard the tune, put it in the hymnal. And it comes with the text, I heard the voice of Jesus say, come unto me and rest. And what a beautiful text. And I think it connects very much to many of the verses in this text. First of all, God made the world at its birth, ordained our human race to live as stewards of the earth. But also, pray justice may come rolling down as in a mighty stream. I heard the voice of Jesus say, come unto me and rest. God has it under control. God has it, as it says in verse 2, God made the world and at its birth ordained our human race. God has it all written out. And so to connect those texts, there's a certain transcendence there, I find, between the two. So here is, today we are all called to be disciples. In fact, I think the title is harder to pronounce and say than it is to actually sing. So Ken Carmichael did a great job with this because it's very easy to sing.
Today we all are called to be disciples of our Lord, to help to set the captive free, make plowshare out of sword, to feed the hungry, quench their thirst, make love and peace our fast, to serve the poor and homeless first, armies and comfort last. God made the world and at its birth ordained our human race to live as stewards of the earth, responding to God's grace. But we are vain and sadly proud, we sow not peace but strife. Our discord spreads a deadly cloud that threatens all our life. Pray justice may come rolling down mighty stream, with righteousness in field and town to cleanse us and redeem. For God is longing to restore and earth conflict cease. A world that was created for a harmony of praise. May we in service to our God act out the living word and walk the road the saints have trod till all have seen and heard. As stewards of the earth may we give thanks in one accord to God who calls us all to be disciples of the Lord.
Thank you very much for listening to Hymn of the Week.